Good Wednesday, good energy by our guys. Continue to see some improvement. Got some young wideouts that continue to progress and grow. Brandon Hayes is getting better and better. Zay Franks is getting better and better. And, we got some banged up guys. I don't want to go into all that just, because I don't want to hurt our chances this weekend. But we're battling through this time of year. That's what it is. And but all in all, I thought it was another good day. Thought it was another good work day. I thought we improved in a lot of areas, and I'll open it up.
I'll ask, what the energy? I saw the video from Monday after practice and getting to practice under the lights, and the team's energy just still seems great. Has it been a challenge? Have they just been that way consistently the whole season for you? Yeah, I think that's a credit to this staff and these kids and the program we're building, and I hope it gives a lot of people hope for what's coming in the future. Like I said, Jason, from the moment we got here, we're going to build a program that does things the right way, and we are. Rick Stockstill called me after that game on Sunday night. Said, I've never seen a 1-16 play as hard as that one does. And, I thought that was a credit to these kids and our staff, but also it's a show of the program we're building. These kids really love each other. They play for each other. They're seeing improvement. We know we're not a great football team. We know we're a football team that has to do almost everything right to get a great result, but we're not really focused on that. We're just focused on constant improvement and what the future is going to bring and having pride in our own performance.
8 different quarterbacks have taken a snap. Have you ever been on a team or coached a team?
I've not, and I hope I never do again. It's unfortunate, Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was talking to Jason just then with that question. These kids are a great job of understanding we can't control that. That's the circumstances that we've been given. That's the hand we've been given. We got to play it. And you get a chance to play college football. You get a chance to improve your daily performance, have pride in your performance moving forward. And, that's what these kids are doing.
Coach, could you talk a little bit more about B. Hayes and Zay Frank's skill set and the process of bringing those young guys along, teaching them practice habits and things of that nature?
Yeah, so, one thing we want to do is we want to try to redshirt as many people as we can. Richard Mays has played in 4 games. Richard's a freshman. It's going to be really good. So now we're going to move him down and redshirt him. That's not a knock on him. We're just trying to save him. And in the process, we've been developing Zay and B. Hayes, and we're bringing them up. And, still hoping to get a red shirt out of both of them. So we're going to kind of use all of our young wideouts, red shirt all of them to create, morph them together, create one body to get through the season. But they're all progressing, man. We got a lot of talent in that room. Desmond Lindy's done a great job of development, and we're going to be good at wideout for a long, long time here.
Have you been talking with Richard? Are you having
we're blunt up front in every way with all our kids. That's one reason why the program is like it is. We're completely honest all the time. We never vary from that. We tell kids when we recruit them, we're going to tell you the truth even when it ain't what you want to hear, but you'll never misunderstand what our goals are and where we're trying to push you to be. So these kids have understood that. We talked about this with Zay and B. Hayes and Richard about 3 weeks ago, that we were moving in this progression. But we got to keep getting better as we go. And if we could stay healthy, we would like to do this with all of you. And Richard had a great day today. And he knows we can stay healthy, though. We're going to be able to gain a red shirt with all of them. Like I said, every decision we make is about the future and where we're taking this program back to the top. We're not going to sacrifice something in the moment that could set us back for where we want to bring this place back to.
Coach, with that thought in mind, are there any guys on the defensive side of the ball y'all are taking that track with?
Yeah, we haven't. We haven't had the luxury of doing that. Right now, Brendan Toles is a young man we would have loved a red shirt, but he's playing in the kicking game and playing at corner and going to be a great player. And then J-Rob is a young wideout that's starting the kicking game. We've had to play him. So we do it when we can, but there's some situations where we just don't have the luxury of that all the way right now with the roster depletion, that we inherited and what we've got. Because we're, in the, scholarship-wise, we're in the 70s, mid to low 70s, so.
Can you talk about Santrell Latham? I think he's one of the tops in the country, forced fumbles. I think he's actually top 10, I believe, in forced fumbles. Can you talk about Santrell and maybe what that was like? He was a leader on this team from a year ago, and maybe the transition and how he's taken to you and Austin and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think he's a young man that's really turned his life around. I think he would tell you that. He's been saved since we've been here. He got baptized. He's just become a more complete man. That's what we're building. I think, when things are going, when your life is on solid rock off the field, it starts translating on the field. And you can see how his life's come together as a person, and now it's carrying over the field. He played his best game as being a linebacker last week. credit to Coach Armstrong, Mitch Williams, Coach Ankar, and Santrell for the changes he's made, not just as a football player, but as a human being and where he's headed with his life.
Yeah, he lost his high school coach, right?
He did. Coach Aft, a great human being. We were all friends with him. Coach Lindsay was dear friends with him. Just a tough, tough deal right there.
Coach, can you talk about Jason Brownlee a little bit? And we talked about the 8 quarterbacks. How tough is that on a receiver?
Yeah.
And for him to still be productive, how impressive is that?
Yeah, the 8 quarterbacks is equally tough on everybody that touches our program. From the random fan that has no idea how to be a coach that thinks he does, all the way through everybody, the janitors. The 8 quarterbacks has really been a tough deal. It's obviously tough on the receivers and everybody, but Brownlee is a good player that has changed his practice habits. He's went from a talented young man that worked to now a talented young man that works with a purpose. He's driven every day, and he is going to be a great, great player. I'm excited about what the future brings. He's in there with Desmond Lindsay all the time. Bragging on you, man. Have your work habits changed? You better believe it. All right, here we go.
For you, you've never been in this situation.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen your dad in this situation
No.
when you were a kid? And what are you like? Who are you relying on to like help you navigate this? Not just on your staff, but is there a? Could you peel back the curtain? Who do you call to say, man, what the hell do I do at 1-7? Like is there anybody out there?
I really just lean on my faith.
Okay.
Because I feel like we're 1-7 for a reason that we can't control. Yeah. I feel like these kids understand that too. We're 1-7 right now, but we're not a 1-7 football team. We're a lot of misfortune and a lot of things we can't control away from being probably a 6-2, 5-3 football team. I think these kids know that. They know where we're headed. For whatever reason, this has been a football program this year and in the recent past, we've been depleted by injuries. We've been depleted by a lot of decision making over the last few years, and we're thin. And we had enough to handle some injuries, but we're probably the most injured team in all of America. And it is what it is. So I lean on my faith. I know God's got a plan and a purpose for my life. We know how to build a program. We're not changing what we're doing. We're going to put these kids right now in the best position to be successful now, but also to build this program forward. We're going to continue to implement our schemes. We're recruiting like madmen. We've got a great recruiting class coming in. We got injured guys coming back, and we've got a bright, bright future. And the way these kids are working, I think they see that.
Coach, could you talk a little bit about building this roster back? When I look over the roster and kind of peruse it, I mean, the senior and the junior class that should be here, I mean, through attrition or whatever, are just not here.
Yeah, that's tough, especially in a COVID year where you're playing the UABs and the UTEPs, and those guys are way over 85 in the scholarship deal, and it is what it is. They got 6-year seniors with COVID. We don't have the luxury of having a lot of that, and it is what it is. But I can tell you this, there are brighter days ahead. There are brighter days ahead because of the way we're recruiting. There are brighter days ahead because of the injured guys that are coming back and the way these kids are working. We're young, and everybody's back, and we're getting better every day. And, we look forward to next year, the cap number of everybody we play being at 85, and we'll be at 85 as well. So we take the field next year, 85 will be everybody's number. This year, you can go over 85. We were able to get, almost to that. We're building a number, and now with injuries and stuff, we're way down below that. So, we're playing every game at probably 20 to 30 less scholarship players than who we're playing against on a normal game. And that is what it is. But the program's going to get back.
Anything else for Coach?